to Performance on Wheels. We have another review for you guys today, and this is going to be the most expensive car we have ever reviewed.
Take a peek at it, guys. Lincoln is back, right?
Oh, yeah.
They are back in the game. It feels like it's been so long. They've just kind of been looked over, glanced by for many years. That's the way I feel anyways. But they are back, guys. Beginning with the Aviator, the Navigator, even going to the design of that Continental.
Yeah.
Beauty and luxury is restored. Let's take a peek at this over 6,000 pound, 3-ton, 17.5 foot long, 6.5 feet wide SUV.
That's also Raptor powered and $98,000. And it could have about 15 grand more in options than this one even has. So in 2018, this got a redesign. The Expedition just got a redesign. It's on the same platform as this here Navigator. But as we can see here, this is not an Expedition. They used to be, Ford and Lincoln, used to be pretty much the exact same cars with different badges on them. For example, Cadillac and most Chevys. But this is completely different. We have an entirely different interior, an entirely different exterior. If you didn't know your cars, you would have no idea this was even on the same platform as that Expedition. So right up front here, we have these new daytime running lights that look absolutely killer. This double sort of swoop thing. We have this all-new grille that sort of has the Lincoln badge as the design on the entire thing. It's pretty sweet. And of course, the adaptive cruise and all of that is built into the Lincoln badge itself with that camera right under it, also for more sensing. We have coolers and such that are all functional along this entire front bumper here. And this here is going to be your turn signal, which we will show later in today's video. As we move along the sides, we have very luxurious rims with who knows how many spokes, because I don't really care to count them, as you can see why. But they look extremely nice and they fit this car so dang well. This is such a well-designed SUV. We have this same design line down the entire car, which is perfect because I feel this car is not over-designed and I feel it has just the right amount of designing. It looks very nice and it makes a very big statement as you see it coming down the road. Sorry, talking about statements, look at this LED strip along here. Just look at it, would you? I mean, so many cars these days have these LED lights that run along here that aren't true LEDs and they just look like them, but this is a true LED along this entire rear end that is a chrome strip half across it, and then it turns into the reverse lights. My goodness, it just makes such a beautiful statement. There's no exhaust even showing, just to show how luxurious this truly is. It is such a good looking 3-row SUV.
Like everything, guys, we have a key fob that is in charge. It is large and in charge. It fits the bill for this massive SUV. As we were speaking earlier, we talked about the turn signals. I'm just going to hit the lock button so we can see what those look like. Even those have design and style and elegance to them. Guys, let's see what is in the back. The elegance of the Navigator does not stop with the outside. This isn't just a rebadged Expedition on the inside either. Let's give her a little kick. "17 times is the charm." So as you can see, with the extremely easy to use foot kick that Ford has, you just apparently have to know where to kick. All right, let's try it again. I can only blame that on user error. Let's give that another shot to show this awesome feature, which Ford has had for a couple years now. Guys, so it's just the kick. All right, so obviously that was a fail. Let's give it another shot, guys, to show how awesome. All right, guys, so that was a fail. But let me show you how great this system works. That you just go under here.
I'm sorry, guys. Todd is on about attempt 24 here. I'll throw some of the clips at the end of this video. I don't get what his issue is, that he cannot figure out how to use the most simple system ever made. Literally, guys, I have done it every time I've attempted. Alright, Todd cannot figure out this system. I don't know why. I've gotten it to work every time but one, and of course it was the one time I was recording for me. You kick your foot under the tailgate and it opens the tailgate. Like so. Okay? Pretty self-explanatory. Alright, after about attempt 40, because Todd can't get the stupid tailgate open with his foot like I have been doing every single time except one, you put your foot under it, and it opens. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now Todd wants to take over this part because he couldn't get the thing open.
Guys, so once we finally get into the trunk of the Navigator, it's pretty impressive. Again, this is a large SUV. We recently reviewed the Aviator, kind of its little brother, which that would be on the Explorer platform. This is on the Expedition shared platform, just to give you a size comparison difference. That Aviator, approximately that third row is going to end right about where the crease in the floor is. Speaking of that floor, guys, we have amazing storage under there as well. In both of these openings, there is a good amount of storage in the back. If you need additional storage, the Navigator makes it very simple. Now in the Aviator, they have the controls for this on the passenger side. In the Navigator, they are on the driver's side. The other difference, guys, is we can actually control, I'll get the passenger side here as well, we can control that second row going down. That was not an option in the Aviator we are in. As well as the second row, we can do the third row. Now, here's the kicker. We can bring that third row back up with power, but we do need to walk up and manually pull that second row up. Hey guys, we are leaving this a little dark here for a second on purpose. We want you to experience the true elegance of what it's like to walk up to the Navigator. At nighttime, it really is the perfect time to experience how special this vehicle really is. I'm going to use the key fob and just unlock the door, guys. I want you to pay attention to the ground. There's our floodlight, or our puddle light, right? Big Lincoln sign. Our running boards automatically come down. They are lit with ambient light. Come take a peek inside here as well. Look specifically at the seat belts. Like, why didn't someone think of this sooner, that you light the seat belts so you know where to stick it instead of you're reaching around in the dark? We've all been there, right?
All right, guys, here I am just sitting in the Navigator. Let's go ahead and start it up. What an experience, seriously, guys. So I'm going to turn on these interior lights quick for you guys just to help out and seeing this beautiful dashboard as I run through some of the settings on here. First of all, let's take a peek right up here to view what some of those drive modes look like. So you can see just what it puts you through just going through these drive modes, guys. Just look at how beautiful and how much time they spent just simply making these drive modes. All of the just engineering, like think about how much time somebody really put into making it truly snow on the dashboard of your Lincoln Continental as you go into your snow mode. All right, now let's get into this display right here. So we have all sorts of cool features in here. I'm going to shut the lights off one more time just so you guys can experience this ambient lighting. So I currently have it in white if you guys want to look around in here. I'm going to change it to amber. I'm going to change it to teal. I'm going to change it to red. I am going to change it to blue. I am going to change it to green. I am now going to change it to its final color, lilac. That's quite an interesting color, not gonna lie. I do think that color would be pretty sweet with that one that has the blue interior. Now let's get these lights back on and look through a few more things that we have in this thing's settings. Right off the bat, we have the multi-contour seats for the two front massaging seats. And I have to admit, my goodness, they are amazing. So comfortable, so luxurious inside of this thing. We're gonna look at the storage and stuff real quick. As you can see, we have two cup holders, just a little small storage here, a wireless phone charger inside of this one here, so not only are you not distracted, but your phone can be charging at the same time. Two standard USBs as well as the cigarette outlet port. As we close that up, we're going to view these buttons here. This is your drive modes: auto start stop, auto hold for it holding itself. You can press this button, press the brake, and the vehicle will hold itself whenever you stop. Auto parking, which is definitely cool and it's nice to have, as well as your parking sensors and drive modes that I quick showed you a demonstration of on the display. We're going to show you how much storage is in here quick. I mean, that's a lot, guys. I can fit my entire arm down there. That's very deep. And not to mention, as I close this up again, pay attention to the fact that the driver and passenger have their own separate armrest, which is absolutely brilliant. All right, really quick, guys, here's a demonstration of the Navigator parking itself back at the dealership as we're pulling in here. So simply, you just press the park button here, you choose the way you want to park, and it will do everything else for you. You can see that 360-degree camera and backup camera doing it what they need to do. It'll tell you what you need to do as well. Maybe it'll have you press on the brake and shift to drive, or maybe it won't. But here it goes right now, as you can just see it parking itself. Stop and shift to drive, it says. Use the piano tiles to shift back to drive. It spins the wheel. It tells you to pull forward. Drive forward, prepare to stop. And you stop when it tells you to stop. Just like so.
Geez, it really wants you to get close.
Yeah, it does. Holy cow. That's unreal. It's still... Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm surprised it's not controlling the throttle, to be honest with you. I'm not controlling the wheel at all, but I do have my foot on the brake, guys. I'm edging it in. And I also have had to lightly touch the gas to get this where it's going. But look at that amazing definition of that 360 camera.
Especially with how dark out it is, guys.
And we're in pretty tight quarters here, guys.
I mean, yeah, there's a Navigator on that side and a Navigator right on this side. So that is pretty dang impressive, especially...
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, there's no parking lines either, so that's pretty dang impressive. All right, guys, I want you to look at these seats. It truly does look like they're folding on top of this mold that they are sitting on. Just the amount of ways that you can adjust these seats on these doors is absolutely unreal. And that doesn't stop there. You know how I was in those massage settings? You can go to adjust. One sec, it's resetting my settings. And look at the amount of adjustments you can put on those seats other than the ones already on that door panel. While we're looking at those door panels, take a peek at those beautiful speaker grills. Those appear in the rear as well, and Todd's about to show you what some of those look like right after I show you a few more things on this display. So here's that display again. I currently have it in calm mode, and as you switch through modes, it'll give you more things on this display. For example, Excite mode, I'll get a tachometer and a speedometer rather than them built together in one. You can also just go through here and throw some info up here. That info not being there is that calm mode that I brought up to you guys. There's a lot of information you can view on this screen, and it's pretty nice to go through that. As well as this screen too. Not to mention, as we go into the audio, another cool thing about this is if you are on a satellite radio station, you can actually rewind the station that you are on. Pretty cool feature that if you guys really like a song, you can go ahead and listen to it again.
Thanks, Austin. I am a huge fan of this infotainment center as well. The layout, the displays, the designs, everything is so well done. So guys, I changed the ambient lighting in here to blue, and let's check out what happens when I open the door. This door is immediately going to turn to red. Obviously, as a safety, if you're on the side of the road or something like that, it shows a level of caution with that door open. I'm very comfortable in the front seat, obviously. There's more than enough room. These seats are, you can't come up with anything bad to say about the seats. Now, in the back seat in the second row, guys, I mean, obviously I can just climb in here and I'm ready to go, right? I can recline, right? I can recline. I can go back and forth. So I'm all the way back right now and I'm very comfortable. Even in the back seats, we have that seatbelt light. It just went out right as I said that, guys, but that seatbelt indicator light lights up, helping you find that if the vehicle is dark on the inside. In addition to that, I'm just going to move over here so you guys can see this a little better. We have the rear system here, so you can control the radio, the climate control. You can turn your heated seats on with ease. Now, one thing that is interesting, I don't know if there's an option. I would only assume there is. But again, in that second row of the Aviator that we have a video on, I have to say this as well. I almost like the infotainment in the second row in that Aviator better than I do in the Navigator. It's easy to use. Everything is clear and laid out. The Aviator had some better options, and it had kind of a fun screen as well. We do have some TVs behind each of the seats, some nice looking screens. You can imagine they're going to be very high quality. Guys, in the back, I can get back here with ease. There's no center console between the captain chairs, which I think that's a little odd. Again, I don't know if that's an option for sure off the top of my head. I can only imagine you get up into that black label and you get closer to that six-figure mark, you are absolutely going to see a center console between these captain chairs. So with no center console, getting into the back is absolutely effortless, guys. And I can do that with ease. The other way you do that is there's a lever up on the side here that seat pops forward. It goes on its tracks forward as well as leaning forward, making getting into the back very easy. Now guys, because this is a larger SUV, we've now stepped into that large SUV segment and got up from that mid-size, the Explorer size, which so many vehicles on the market are. These are kind of odd ducks. These are tanks driving down the road, right? This third row is, this is a legit, comfortable, correct height seat to sit in. It's very comfortable. I could be back here as long as I needed to be without issue. I have vents on the ceiling. I have my own lights here to control. Guys, it's just all three rows. You're experiencing a whole new level of luxury in the new Navigator. Guys, we do want to just make sure we're providing you with accurate information. So I want to correct myself with that center console. Like in the black labels, that center console from the front, that design flows all the way back here. With those individual armrests, it's truly a work of art. It's beautiful. Check out some pictures of that. Back to this third row, guys. I have my own power reclining in the third row. That goes to show you the level of elegance that's back here even. I have my own USB, my cup holder, like I said, my vent. This is one of the few SUVs I really do not mind sitting back here. I know that they could go forward a little bit in that second row as well, and I would have more than enough room to do whatever I needed back here.
Todd, I want to mention one more thing while you're back here. You didn't happen to mention this when you were in the second row. The second row have their own individual armrests, just like the front, but these things are literally like big pillows. Feel that?
Yeah, that's serious. It's amazing in here. I could just hang out and live in here like a little apartment. This thing probably has a square footage to it. I would say, you know, it's probably a 150 square foot apartment. It's like a studio apartment. So this is just elegance at its finest. Guys, we're real long day. We just had to wrap up with something extremely luxurious, and I don't know that there's anything better out there than this pretty much mobile home at this point. This thing is massive, but it doesn't necessarily feel that way when you're driving it. Guys, I have my massage seats going. My butt cheeks are going up and down right now. I have a roller going up my back. It's just absolutely marvelous. It really is. Here's what else I can tell you. The heads-up display on this, it takes up like a quarter of the windshield. Okay? And it is crystal clear, guys. It tells me everything I need to know on there. All of my blind spot, all of my information about vehicles being in front of me, how many miles it is till empty, what the speed limit is, the temperature, and all of that information is crystal clear. This car, with how clear that is, wouldn't need a dashboard. Everything I need is up there. I have no reason to look down. I really don't. A couple other notable things, guys. Obviously, there's just about every safety feature out in the automotive industry in this Navigator. You know, a lot of it is pretty standard that I've experienced so far. The lane keep assist, it's just going to kind of give you a rumble, a rumble stick feel as you hit a line. It's not pulling me back into the lane by any means. It's just giving me a kind of a reminder of what's going on. Guys, another thing with the avoidance of a vehicle in front of me. I know we were in the Explorer earlier where you get a picture of a Mustang in front of you showing you how far you are from that vehicle in front of you. In this, of course, you get a Lincoln Continental. The other thing that's coming to mind right now is these cooled seats. Guys, these things are amazing. I feel like, you know, like Ace Ventura when he stuck his head out the window and his hair was all slicked back. I feel like I'm going to get out of this thing and all of my back hair is going to be facing upward. Guys, so the Navigator does a lot of stuff very well. Obviously, sitting in the Navigator, it's an experience, guys. It is a treat to be in any of the seats in the Navigator. It really is. Everything is so well done. But what I can tell you is driving the Navigator, it's pretty darn effortless. Whether you're just cruising and relaxing, as most people will be, or if you step on it, this thing kind of turns into an animal. It really is impressive. Even on a cold start, I'd say this Navigator sounds a little better than a Raptor, to be honest. It has a not a performance growl, but just kind of like, I'm here, look at me, I'm worth looking at growl.
Alright guys, so we're going to close out this video a bit differently than usual. We're going to be doing a very nice night drive. I'm going to be going through the ambient lighting colors while Todd and I are talking in the background. I'm going through the ambient lighting colors again just because it is so dark and it is so beautiful in here and I feel it's a must to notice. Todd, what did you think about the Lincoln Navigator?
Obviously, a vehicle of this size and this class, there's a place in the market for it, and there has been for some time. But I am absolutely excited that Lincoln has done what they have. They have raised the bar. They have brought their name back into the game as that luxury vehicle. I think we're just going to see it on every model right down the lineup, as well as seeing the appropriate revisions on the Ford counterparts.
Oh, I'm beyond excited. This interior, this exterior, I am beyond impressed. The fact that Ford and Lincoln have stepped up their game so much to the point where I would rather have this over most Mercedes, BMWs, and Audis when it comes to interior luxury.
Absolutely. Say, guys, there's a very key player here that is worth mentioning, absolutely. What we haven't mentioned is INVER Grove Ford Lincoln, that is in INVER Grove Heights, Minnesota. Guys, they are an amazing dealership that they have many beautiful Navigators just like this one in their inventory right now. Guys, do business with these people. They know what they're doing. They genuinely care about their customers. They want to make not only customers, but they want to make friends in the process. Fly into Minneapolis if you're from out of town. Enjoy our beautiful city. Enjoy the Mall of America. Come 10 minutes down the road to INVER Grove, Ford and Lincoln. Guys, there will be a link in the description below to their website. Check out their inventory. Give them a call. They're going to get back to you. They're amazing communicators.
Oh, they definitely are. It's a wonderful place. I fully intend for you guys to go check these guys out. How about if you guys do check them out, you should let them know that we sent you.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Performance on wheels, guys. Bring it up.
Definitely. And if you guys actually have a car that we can review, we would love to see you guys in our email or our DMs on Instagram. You can email us at performanceonwheels111@gmail.com, or our Instagram is performance_on_wheels. We'd love to see you guys in the comments below on what you guys think of the Navigator. As well, we would love to see you guys subscribe to us and turn on that notification bell to get ready for some more awesome car reviews in the future.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. Please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and start a conversation with us in the comments below. See you next time.
See you guys. Have a nice night.